I'd like to call this Senate meeting into order at 7:32 p.m. Vice President, please ascertain quorum.
President Les.
Present.
Vice President Jose. President. Treasurer Alice.
She's excused.
Exec Senator Khan.
Present.
Catherine Senator Pallet. Present. Cass Senator Levea. Kobe Senator Fernandez.
Present.
Kapua Senator Cromwell.
Present.
Cop Senator Wynn.
Here.
Senator at Large Jessica Panorama.
Here.
And we have a total of 9. And advisor Randy Hirakawa and a guest, Alika Guerrero. And
Kanoi.
a scratched name. Okay, Kanoi.
Yeah.
We have quorum.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to move on to our open forum. The way it works is you will be all the people who sign up for the open forum will be given 2 minutes. At 30 seconds, I will raise my hand. This is not to tell you that you're just stop, but to let you know that you will have your 30 seconds. At 10, I will raise my hands like this, and then that will be your 10-second countdown. The first on our open forum list is Alika Guerrero.
Yeah, I'll my control.
Oh, wait, Ready?
Yep.
Okay, and your 2 minutes start now.
Yeah, aloha my kako. My name is Ali Cabral. I'm a student assistant with Monkaulele. We're a we assist students with transferring from YCC to the university here at University of Hawaii. So basically our program, right now we're working with a small cohort, with a large cohort, actually of about 66 students. We're shooting for about 100 students who have already accepted the automatic admission through the transfer process from YCC to the University of Hawaii. So our request is basically for university swag as we host an orientation for these students, because a couple of years ago the orientation for transfer students was done away with. So this program really assists students with the transfer process, and when we get here we connect them with resources that will help them be successful as they attempt to get their degree here at the university. So basically that's it, and thank you for hearing our request, and hopefully it's approved. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Leonie? None in attendance, okay. With that, we conclude our open forum session. Moving on to the next thing on their agenda, number 5, approve agenda and minutes. 5.1 minutes for Senate meeting 15-16-027.
I move to approve Senate meeting minutes 15-16-027.
Second.
Senator at Large Panorama motion to approve Senate meetings Senate meeting minutes 15-16-027, seconded by graduate Senator Khan. Any discussion on this motion? Since there's no discussion to be had, I'd like to move to a vote. All those in favor of approving minutes for Senate meeting 15-16-027, please raise your hand in approval. The ayes have it. 8-0-0. Moving on to the next item on our agenda. Approving agenda for Senate meeting 15-16-028.
Move to approve agenda for Senate meeting 15-16-028.
Second.
Cass Senator Levea, motion to approve agenda for Senate meeting 15-16-028, seconded by Catherine Senator Pallet. Any discussion? No? With that, I'd like to move to a vote. All those in favor of approving Senate agenda for meeting 15-16-028, please raise your hand in approval. The ayes have it. 8-0-0. Moving on to executive report 6.1 president report. The first thing I'd like to report to the Senate is the executive meeting. We met on April 4th in the USA office at 2. The president, vice president, and executive senator via telephone was present. The treasurer was out. All items brought to the agenda, brought to the table were put onto the agenda. And that so states the record of what was discussed. We also discussed the committees and reports and any events for the remainder of the semester. That pretty much concludes the executive committee report. Moving on to my second item, which is the UHHSA constitutional amendments. Before you have the constitutional amendments put up by the Senate to be approved, to be added to the elections ballot. So I would like to ask for you to motion to approve these amendments so that they may be added to the ballot for approval by our student body.
Motion to approve the amendments to the Constitution.
Second.
Kalakula, Senator Cromlin, motion to approve the amendments to the Constitution, seconded by Catherine, Senator Pallett. Any discussion? All right, so there's no discussion to be had. I'm gonna move to a vote. All those in favor of approving the amendments to the Constitution so that they be added to the ballot for the elections, please raise your hand in approval. The ayes have it, 800. I will contact Sunny from Tech to add that to the ballot for the elections, which is coming up next week. That concludes the President's report. Moving on to 6.2, Vice President's report. Vice President, do you have a report for the Senate?
No.
Thank you. 6.3, Treasurer's report. The Treasurer is absent, so there will be no report. 6.4, Executive Senator, do you have a report for the Senate?
No.
Thank you. Moving on to number 8, since there's no unfinished business. 8.1, Senate Bill 1516, 052, Kalamaku promotional items.
Motion to approve Senate Bill 1516-052.
Second.
Kalakaua, Senator Cromlin, motion to approve Senate Bill 1516-052, seconded by Catherine, Senator Pallett. Any discussion? Yes.
Can you put in for the amendment to get it raised to 1,300?
You'd like to offer an amendment to change the amount from 1,200 to 1,300? Anyone but Cass Senator put forward a motion to amend the bill from 1,200 to 1,300. Is there a second on this motion?
Second.
Seconded by Kalakaua, Senator. All those in favor of amending Senate Bill 1516-052, please raise your hand. All those opposed? Okay, the ayes have it, 800. So the bill now reads an appropriation of no more than $1,300 for the purchase of promotional items for Kalamaku. The rest remains the same. Any more discussion on Senate Bill 1516-052? No. With that, I would like to move forward to a vote. All those in favor of approving Senate Bill 1516-052 as amended, please raise your hand. In approval, thank you. Ayes have it. Moving on. Oh, sorry. Castaner, can you please amend your bill and then send it to the executive committee so we can sign off on it? Moving to 8.2, Senate Bill 1516-53053, office renovation.
Motion to approve Senate Bill 1516-053.
Second.
Catherine, Senator Pallett, motion to approve Senate Bill 1516-053, seconded by Vice President Jose. Any discussion? Since there's no discussion, I'd like to move to a vote. All those in favor of approving Senate Bill 1516-053, please raise your hand in approval. The ayes have it, 800. Moving to 8.3, Senate Bill 1516-054, Halalani.
Motion to approve Senate Bill 1516-054.
Second.
Kalakaua, Senator Cromlin, motion to approve Senate Bill 1516-054, seconded by Cass Senator Levea. Is there any discussion on this bill? Okay, since there's no discussion, I'd like to move to a vote. All those in favor of approving Senate Bill 1516-054, please raise your hand. The ayes have it, 800. 9.9 on the agenda was the committee reports. Is there any reports to be given by the Senate? Okay, moving on. Number 10, announcements. 10.1, elections. April 11th to the 13th, online voting period begins. April 15th is the last day to remove campaign materials April 22, last day to submit appeals and complaints. May 1st, first official day of new officers. Yeah, official day of new officers. 10.2, fiscal books closed April 15th at 4:30. No new bills to be accepted after April 8th. 10.3, USA Flow, Wednesday, April 27th. 10.4, USA OHA Week, May 1st to May 5th, from 8 to 12. 10.5, USA Banquet, May 6th. Advisor, do you have a report to give to the Senate?
No.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to adjourn this meeting at 7:42 p.m. The next meeting is April 14th, 2016 in Campus Center Room 306 at 7:30 p.m.